So right now I'm making a hat.
A hat.
This is my first hat, and this is my second hat.
Okay.
My first hat I consider to be more of a fancy hat for a woman.
Go.
However, then I thought, like, if you were really poor and you lived out in the rural areas and you didn't have money for a fancy hat, maybe you could use what's in your environment to create your own hat. So this is my rural environmental hat and a money saver.
Okay, so what do you know what plant that you use to make this hat?
Well, I know I have some walnut shells, some acorn shells. I'm not sure what this little fella is.
That's a walnut.
Is this a walnut?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a whole walnut. I have some sticks, and then I have some pretty flowers.
Pretty flowers.
And I'm using the flowers as a border for the brim.
But you have no pretty lilies.
I didn't. I couldn't find a pretty lily to go here. Then I kind of rethunk it, and I thought, well, if I was out in the environment and I was using what I had in my environment, I wouldn't worry about if I couldn't find a lily. I would just worry about finding something that I thought looked good.
Okay. How long did it take you to make the first hat?
It didn't take too long. I sort of was thinking about sort of like the Pied Piper with the feather in his hat. So that's what the long grass represent, the feather, because we don't have, I couldn't find any feathers.
That's a long
And then there's always a flower on a hat. So I emphasize that in this design here.
So I got another question.
Yeah.
So this is a lady's hat and this is a man's hat? Or
No, they're both ladies' hats. These hats represent the many hats that women wear every day.
Back in the day or still?
Well, there was a time when women wore hats everywhere.
Go on, record.
And then there was a time when women wore hats to fancy things like church and fair and things like that.
Ballroom
However,
dances?
that's sort of a thing of the past. So I want to bring that back in my artwork here. And women have always worn many hats, regardless of which one was on their head. They put on one when they went to work, they put on one when they got home, they put on one when they went out to work with the community, they put on one at Sunday service. So this represents the many hats that women wear.
Yeah.